everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Maria and we yap about books all day every day on this page. You are very welcome, and I do hope that you would want to subscribe and stick around. Today it's one of my favorite times of the month. It's the end. And I'm actually filming this a week before the end of January because I still have a few books from my January TBR to read. Because originally I wanted to do a reading wrap-up of the end of the month. However, I've learned that editing takes a lot of time, and I don't think I would have been able to do a reading wrap-up of January for the end of January and edit and ready to post it for the last Friday of the month. So we're doing our February TBR today. And if you watched my first TBR video, you know I love using my TBR jar. So we are going to select 7 prompts from the TBR jar and figure out what we are going to be reading in February. I would love to try and pick only books that has a romance element because, you know, February, Valentine's Day, all that jazz. Even more so, I'd love to pick a sports romance because it's also Six Nations season, and if you're based in Ireland, if you lived in Ireland, you probably know Six Nations is rugby. And the Six Nations is... Why am I talking about rugby on my book channel? I am not a sports person except rugby. I love rugby. I don't know if there's just something about, you know, a group of large men all huddling on top of each other trying to grasp a little ball. Either way, I really love Six Nations and it's the best tournament of the year. So if I can get a sports romance, that would be class. Although I don't have any romances with rugby in it. I don't think so. They're all like hockey. Not that we don't like that. We do. We like that very much, in fact. But yeah, so without further ado, let's select our 7 books for February. If you're wondering, I have coffee. You weren't. It's a staple. Okay, let's select our first book. This one. Okay. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, it was also upside down. A book with foiling on the cover, and this was submitted by Read with Ams from Instagram. If you want to put in a prompt in my jar, just let me know. I will write it down and I'll put your username on it as well. So we need a book that has foiling on the cover. Okay. I think I'll have to go over to my romantasy section, or fantasy. I think romantasy is more fun. So I'm going to have a look. That has foiling. Oh, so does this. I've lost a slipper. I know it's not Christmas anymore, but my Grinch slippers are really comfortable. They're staying. So I have a few contenders, right? I have Feybound by Sarah El Arifi, which, like, the writing is foiled. That's a contender. I know my friend Neve really wants me to read this. And Samantha Shannon commented on it, and I love Samantha Shannon. I also really want to read Feybound. It's one of my 26 for 2026. That's a good option. Then we have One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig. It's not a whole lot of foiling, but it has, like, in the corners. That's another also highly anticipated read of mine, also one of my 26 for 26. Then we have Fate, Inked in Blood. This is very foily. And I actually borrowed this from my friend Neve. And I'm seeing her in April. So it would be great to have this reading and I can give it back to her. It's actually really pretty. Jennifer L. Armentrout. Says it's a must read. Raven Ken. Oh my goodness, all this. Katie Robert. And Carrie Manish. God, I don't know how to say her last name. Okay. And then last but not least, we also have Quicksilver. I have the fancy Waterstones edition with the silver sprayed edge. Now, okay. Come closer. I'm usually not the kind of gal who will buy a special edition of a book before I've even read it. However, I was gifted Brimstone for Christmas in a Secret Santa thing, which was the fancy sprayed edge edition. And then I was like, oh, okay, so when I read Quicksilver, if I want the book, I want it to match. However, I was like, okay, but I can just get it on Kindle then, and if I like it, then I'll keep it. If I don't like it, it's whatever. I went to Waterstones, which was very scary, because they had it on half price. So obviously I bought the fancy smancy edition. So I don't know why I'm justifying myself. You guys love pretty books, so yeah. Ooh, see, these are all really pretty books, and they're all fantasy, like romantasy. I think I'm gonna go with Quicksilver because I really want to know what all the hype is about. And I also think that my friend Hannah's gonna read it in February, so maybe we could do a cute little buddy read. So yeah, our first selection is Quicksilver by Callie Hart. Do not touch the sword. Do not turn the key. Do not open the gate. Sarah's Fane is good at keeping secrets. No one knows about the strange power she possesses, or the fact that she has been picking pockets and stealing from the Undying Queen's reservoirs for as long as she can remember. In the land of the unforgiving desert, there isn't much of a girl wouldn't do for a glass of water, but sooner or later every secret comes out. When Sarah has come face to face with death himself, she inadvertently reopens a gateway between realms and is transported to a land of ice and snow. The Fae have always been the stuff of myth, of legend, of nightmares, but it turns out they're real. And Ceres has landed right in the middle of a centuries-long conflict that might just get her killed. The first of her kind to tread the frozen mountains of Ivelia in over 1,000 years, Ceres mistakenly binds herself to Kingfisher, a handsome Fae warrior who has secrets and nefarious agendas of his own. He'll use her alchemist's magic to protect his people, no matter what it costs him or her. Wow, okay, that sounds really good. Why have I waited this long? That sounds phenomenal. Oh, I'm excited. And we'll pick our second book. Oh, my hand got stuck. Oh no. Okay. Put all of these back and... A book that's been marked to read on your Goodreads account. I had this one the last time. I feel like I might need to just put them aside. The ones I can mix it up. We'll mix it up. Okay, let's go. All the way to the bottom. Don't get your hand stuck. Okay. A book with an animal in the title. Okay, a book with an animal in the title. Right. Let me go pick a few. Oh, my back. It's broken. We have some contenders. Ooh. That's rude. We have Scythe and Sparrow by Bryn Weaver. It is the last in the Ruinous trilogy. Recently read Leather and Lark over the Christmas period. So I would love to finish the trilogy and take off the series, because I'm in a lot of series at the moment. Then I have Serpent and Dove by Shelby Mahurin. Don't know a lot about it, except it was kind of big on TikTok, BookTok for a while. And then we have Shield of Sparrows by Daphne Perry. Actually, that's gas. Scythe and Sparrow and Shield of Sparrows. I have only birds. There's Serpent and Dove, so there's a snake and a bird. A scythe and a bird. A shield and a bird. Do you see a theme? I also could have done Mockingjay, actually, and finish the Hunger Games trilogy. But I think my reasoning for that is because the Mockingjay is technically not real. Like, it's the mockingbird and the something jay hybrid that makes the mockingjay, right? So it's not technically a real animal. So we started out with the fantasy. Now I love fantasy, right? It is the genre I read the most. But I think I am gonna go with Scythe and Sparrow by Bryn Weaver, so I can take off the trilogy in my series tracker. Yeah. Every flight has a landing, every circus has a final curtain. Fionn Kane is running from a broken heart, one he hopes to mend in Nebraska, far from his almost fiancée and his derailed surgical career. It's a simpler life, head down, hard work, and absolutely no romantic relationships. He wants none of the circus he left behind in Boston, but then the Silveria circus finds him. Performer Rose Evans has spent a decade on the road with Silveria, and it suits her just fine, especially when she has the urge to indulge in a little murder and mayhem. But when a kill goes awry and she ends up with an injured leg, Rose finds herself stuck at the home of the adorably nerdy town doctor. The problem is, not every broken heart can be sewn back together, and the longer you stay in one place, the more likely a ghost are to catch you. Interesting. I loved Butcher and Blackbird. I liked Leather and Lark, but not as much. So I have like medium expectations of this one, but I'm excited to finish it. Let's do our third book. A book cover that brings you joy. This was Books Bakes Brie from Instagram who popped in this suggestion. How fun! Okay. Book cover that brings me joy. Do I have anything with the frog on? No. Okay, so for a book cover that sparks joy, I have a few options. I think for me, what sparks joy is colors. I love fun colors. So I have The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. Highly anticipated read, one of my 26 for 26. I love the pink, I love the yellow, I love the silhouette of them being on holiday. I think I need a holiday. Then I have Old Enough by Haley Jacobson. Also a book I really highly anticipated of mine. I also just love Haley Jacobson's bio, like her author bio. It says Haley Jacobson, she, her, Gemini, is a bisexual author. Which is like, oh girl, we vibe. I'm also a Gemini. It's like described as like bisexual chaos from Vogue, and I think if a book should describe me, so that's also high up there. Then I have The Wedding People by Alison Isbach. I like the nude and the blue. The hands in the waves looks really fun to me. Also highly anticipated read. And then last but not least, we have The Dalagut Dream Department Store by Mia Lee. Also a super fun, colourful, I think it's magical realism or fantasy. Oh, this is like, how can you not smile looking at it? So I don't know. What brings me the most joy? I think Old Enough by Haley Jacobson. Do you know how I said I was going to pick romance books? And there was literally a romance book in this pile and I didn't pick it. But I just look at it, and it's green. I fucking love green. It's best color. So our third book is Old Enough. Savannah Sav Henry is almost the person she wants to be, or at least she's getting closer. It's the second semester of her sophomore year of college. She's finally come out as bisexual, is making friends with the other queers in the dorm, and has just about recovered from a disastrous first queer situationship. She's cautiously optimistic that her life is about to begin. But when she learns that Izzy, her childhood best friend, is engaged, Sav faces a crisis of confidence. Things with Izzy haven't been the same since what happened between Sav and Izzy's older brother when she was 16. Now with the wedding around the corner, Sav is forced to reckon with the trauma she thought she could put behind her. On top of it all, Sav can't stop thinking about Wes from her gender studies class. Sweet, funny Wes with the long eyelashes and green backpack. There's something different here. With Wes and with her new friends, it feels terrifyingly like they might truly see her in a way no one has before. With a singularly funny, heart-filled voice, Old Enough explores queer love, community, and what it means to be a sexual assault survivor. Hayley Jacobson has written a love letter to friendship and the queer coming-of-age novel that most of us never had. Oh my god, I'm so excited! That's... yes. Oh my god, yes! 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 Oh, I'm so excited. That's our third book. We have 4 more to go. Our fourth pick, we have... oh my god, falling all over the place. A book whose main character has the same first name as one of your friends. Oh, okay. Don't have friends. Okay, so I do have a friend named Freya, actually. I don't know anyone named Elspeth. I don't know a Euron. Phoebe. I don't know a Phoebe. Don't know an Olive. That's the first person. What is your name? Our contenders. I know of Freya from home in Denmark. Although she's spelled with a J and not a Y, so maybe that doesn't count exactly. Then we have Maybe in Another Life, where the main character is Hannah. You all know Hannah because I yap about her all the time. She's my best friend. And Hannah is also the name of the main character in this. And then we have Binding 13, where the main characters are Johnny and Shannon. And I know a Johnny and I know a Shannon. Ooh. This is a chonker though. And I do plan on reading Alchemist soon, which I know is going to be a very emotional read. And I believe this is an emotional book as well, from what I've heard. So maybe we'll go with Maybe in Another Life. Also because it's fun, the main character is literally my best friend. So yeah, we'll choose Maybe in Another Life by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I love the colors on this cover as well. This could have gone under a cover that brings me joy. At 29, Hannah has no home, no career, and no idea what she wants to do with her life. After years of different cities and jobs, she heads back to Los Angeles for another fresh start, this time with the help of her best friend Gabby. They celebrate her homecoming with old friends at a local bar, and just after midnight, Gabby asks if Hannah's ready to go. Moments later, her high school boyfriend Ethan offers to give her a ride later if she wants to stay. Hannah hesitates. Alternating between 2 parallel universes, radically different paths unfold for Hannah and the people around her. Is anything simply destined to be? Do soulmates truly exist? Hannah believes so, and in both worlds, she's found him. Ooh. I also think my Hannah's found her soulmate, so this is 300 pages. That's super quick read. Maybe I've just had too many 500-page books, but like, you get through that really quickly. Fourth book, Maybe in Another Life by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Let's do our fifth. A retelling of a classic. Okay. Oh yes. So for our retelling of a classic, no, I have taken the liberty of like classics including fairy tales. So we have Circe by Madeline Miller, which is also one of my 26 for 26. It is the retelling of Circe and the Odyssey, I believe. My Greek mythology is not on point, my lads, so that's one I'm sticking with for now. I read Song of Achilles and adored it. I loved it so much that I got the special edition of it. It's hidden behind my bookmarks. But I really want to read this as well because I love Circe. Circe is one of the baddest bitches in Greek mythology. So, and then we also have Christina Lauren's Tangled Up in You, which is a retelling of Tangled, which is a retelling of Rapunzel, the Grimm's fairy tale. So this is technically a part of the series. I believe they're interconnected standalones written by different authors. So the first one is If the Shoe Fits by Julie Murphy. And then we have By the Book by Jasmine Gilroy and Kiss the Girl by Zoraida Cordova. And then lastly Tangled Up in You by Christina Lauren. The first one's Cinderella, the second one is Belle, and third one is Ariel. And then this one is obviously Rapunzel. So what am I feeling? This would finish the Greek mythology of Madeline Miller. This one kind of starts a series even though it's the last one, but they're interconnected, so I don't really mind that. I don't have the need to read all of them because I only own this one. This one was gifted to me in 24 actually. I think this one I'm gonna choose Tangled Up in You because it is going to be February and it's more romancy. I will get to this though. I can't wait to read this. But yeah, Tangled Up in You. She has a dream.
I have a dream. How's this December? I have dreams like you, not really, just much less touchy-feely. And maybe it happened somewhere warm and sunny, on an island that I own, and unarrested and alone, surrounded by enormous piles of money.
Sorry. Anyway, she has a dream, he has a plan. Together they'll take a leap of faith. Raised off the grid for most of her 22 years, Ren has read hundreds of books, taught herself to paint and build a working wind power system, but longs to live in the real world. So when she's accepted at Corona College, it feels like her life is finally beginning. Fitz is about to graduate top of his class and convince everyone he's the rich, handsome player that he says he is. When Ren, with her cascading blonde hair and encyclopedic brain, crashes into his life. When a simple assignment forces Ren and Fitz together on a road trip, the world somehow shifts. The references to Tangled is so funny to me. And the unlikely pair realize that maybe the key to the dreams they've both been chasing has been sitting next to them the whole time. Part of the acclaimed and best-selling Meant to Be collection, New York Times bestselling author duo Christina Lauren dream up a witty and deeply romantic modern reimagining of The Princess in the Tower for anyone who's ever longed to let their hair down. Fun! That sounds like a fun read. It's also a short-ish read. That is book number 5. We have 2 more to go. The author has a first name that could be a last name. I'll see what I have. So our 2 options, we have The Strawberry Patch Pancake House by Laurie Gilmore. Laurie, I'm thinking Hugh Laurie, so like it is a last name. And then I have Page Toon, Only Love Can Hurt Like This, which Tom Page is also, like Page is a name, or last name too. One is a standalone, and I love Page Toon. Oh my god, do I love Page Toon. Like the writing is just so good. And her newest novel, I got the arc of and I read it over the Christmas period, and I really liked it, and it brought me so much anxiety because there was a love triangle and I was really worried that she was not going to end up with the best guy. That's all I'm going to say. It brought me a lot of anxiety. I gave it 4.5, I think. I really enjoyed it. But yeah, and the other one is a cute summery read. This feels more summery though, doesn't it? Strawberry Patch Pancake House. It's very cute with this frayed edge as well. What brings me more joy? I know I'm gonna enjoy the writing of this a lot more, but these are also a goofy fun time. And maybe I need a bit of a goofy fun time. Although, like, none of my books here are super emotionally devastating. I'm gonna read the blurb on both and then see. So, Strawberry Patch Pancake House. As a world-renowned chef, single dad, Archer never planned on moving to a small town, let alone running a pancake house. But Dream Harbor needs a new chef and Archer needs a community to help raise his daughter. Ooh, it's a single dad. Iris has never managed to hold down a job, so when suggested that Archer is looking for a live-in nanny, she almost runs in the opposite direction. Now Iris finds herself in a whole new world, one where her gorgeous new boss lives right across the hall and likes to cook topless. Keeping everything strictly professional should be easy, right? I love a single dad. I do. Only love can hurt like this. Neither of them expected to fall in love, but sometimes life has other plans. When Ren realizes her fiancé is in love with someone else, she thinks her heart will never recover. On the other side of the world, that's a Danish name. Anders lost his wife 4 years ago and is still struggling to move on. Ren hopes that spending the summer with her dad and stepfamily on the farm in Indiana will help her to heal. There, amid the cornfields and fireflies, she and Anna's cross paths and the worlds are turned upside down again. But Ren doesn't know that Anna's is harboring a secret, and if he acts on any feelings he has for Ren, it will have serious fallout for everyone. Walking away would hurt Ren more than she can imagine, but knowing the truth, how can she possibly stay? Ooh, ooh. Silly Goofy Fun Time. Heartbreaking. Only love can hurt like this. I'm really excited. That sounds really good. That sounds so good. Yeah, I fuck with this. Yeah, last book. Oh my goodness. Last pick. Ooh, a popular book you haven't read. I love this. Okay. Ooh, that's a great one. We can pull this guy back. We can keep her too. Okay, so we're bringing back a few options from previous. Binding 13 is a phenomenon, and living in Ireland, living in Cork, this seems very on point for me. I've also really wanted to start this series, so maybe it's time. I don't know why, but the book just feels more like a spring vibe for me, so I don't know. Then I have The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon, which is also a hugely popular series that I really want to start. I adore Samantha Shannon's writing. The Priory universe is one of my oh. Hello. It is one of my favorite universes. This is, I believe actually is, not sci-fi, what's the word? I believe this is, I don't know, it's more modern anyway. It's set in a modern world. I really want to read this as well though. But then I also have One Dark Window by Rachel Gillick. Also hugely popular fantasy duology that I've heard so much about, and it's one of my 26. I do really want to read it this year. And I brought back Circe. So these are all relatively like the books I have on my list bar Quicksilver are all relatively short, so we could do another chunker. I think I'm gonna go with The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon. Also, actually, for my the Boys of Tommen fans that I know and love and who are in this little bookish community, would you like to see a reading vlog of me reading the Boys of Tommen series? Because I do have most of the books. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon. Welcome to Sion, no safer place. The year is 2059. For 2 centuries, the Republic of Sion has led an impressive campaign against unnaturalness in Europe. In London, Paige Manny holds a high rank in, oh hello Irish last name, holds a high rank in the criminal underworld. The right hand of the ruthless white binder, Paige is a dream walker, a rare and formidable kind of clairvoyant. Under Sion law, she commits treason simply by breathing. When Paige is arrested for murder, she meets the mysterious founders of Sion, who have designs on her uncommon ability. If she is to survive and escape, Paige must use every skill at her disposal and put her trust in someone who ought to be her enemy. This sounds so good. I'm so ready. My body is ready. Give me more Samantha Shannon, please. It's happening. So that is our February TBR. We have Callie Hart's Quicksilver, Bryn Weaver's Scythe and Sparrow, Hayley Jacobson's Old Enough, Taylor Jenkins Reid's Maybe in Another Life, Christina Lauren's Tangled Up in You, Paige Toon's Only Love Can Hurt Like This, and Samantha Shannon's The Bone Season. What a lineup, lads. I cannot wait to read these. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please do give me a thumbs up. I would love to hear what is on your February TBR. And if you enjoy this kind of content, maybe consider subscribing to the channel. It would mean the world to me. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in the next video. Bye! I gotta put all the books back now.